Hello friends, welcome back. This week we're going to work on 10 Christmas cards for scrapbook.com's Cards for Kindness. I try to do a video once a month for Cards for Kindness. However, in August, I was like really sick the week I usually do that video, so I skipped the month of August. So this will be for September, and I'm going to work on some watercolor paper. This is the paper I'm using, just inexpensive paper from either Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And we're going to use this stamp set from Tim Holtz. This was one of those Joann's exclusives, and I used it last year, but we're going to use it again this year. We're going to do a little ink smooshing on our craft mat and some stamping. So what do you say we get started? First thing I'm going to do is put down some Rustic Wilderness and some lovely fossilized amber. I'm using regular distress inks right now. I'm going to come in and do a little spray. And I'm just going to pick up some of that ink. No rhyme nor reason to it yet. I'm just going to let it do what it's going to do. Put some more ink down. Add some water. And just dab at the ink with our paper. Okay, I'm going to clean this up and I'm going to dry these with the heat tool, and then I'll be back with some oxide and some shimmer spray. Okay, so these are dry enough to continue. I brought over oxides, weathered wood, pine needles, and fossilized amber. So I'm going to put these on the craft sheet. Weathered wood and a little bit of pine needle. Spray some water, lots of water. And we're just gonna do a little smushing. Again, I'm not too worried about where color is going or why. Just getting some color on these papers. Ooh, I like that one. Next, we're going to swipe some pine needle oxide and some fossilized amber oxide. Water, water, water. Make a little soup. And we're just going to do a little swiping. Alrighty, so now we have our splat box out. These are our little backgrounds so far. They turn out pretty cool. I think I can do 2 at a time in here. So I brought over Rustic Wilderness Spray, Rustic Wilderness Oxide, and then Holly Branch Mica Stain. So first I'm going to do regular Distress. A little water. And then we'll add Oxide. And some water. Then I want to blot a little. And then come in with this Holly Branch to add a little shimmer. And I'm gonna go dry this with the heat gun and we're gonna see what we got. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna continue on with the other 8. And then I'm gonna let them, I'm drying with the heat tool, but I'm gonna let them sit overnight to completely dry and then come back to them tomorrow to start stamping our branches. Oh my goodness. These turned out so pretty. Look at that. You see the shimmer? I like this one a lot. And that one. That weathered wood really came to the front. And these are all going to be cut down a little bit too, and I like this one a lot. I might try and preserve this corner when I cut it down. Oh yeah, look at that one. So my plan is to stamp the branches, a couple of branches down, and then we're going to make an ornament, and we'll have an ornament hanging, and this is going to be card front. So this is going to be cut down. I will probably rough the edges up and ink them a little bit. And then these are probably going to go on, I think, craft card bases. So I will see you tomorrow once these are thoroughly dry. But, oh, look at that. That is some loveliness right there. Our backgrounds are completely dry. Look at that. Oh. Now it's time to start stamping. So we're going to do the branches. I have 2 shades of Oxide, and I'm also going to use some Archival to get some darker ones in there. This one. Still got a couple of words on there. So what I would like to do is have my branches come in from the right and do just a couple. And then I'm going to stamp an ornament and we'll have it hanging off. So, like this. And we'll do evergreen bough. Where's my little presser? Oh, look how pretty. I didn't do the bottom part very well though. So I'm going to go through all 10 panels and do an evergreen bough branch. All right, all 10 are stamped, and I don't know why I said I was using evergreen bough. I'm not. This is rustic wilderness. Now we're going to use pine needles and do the exact same thing and just add another branch. Figure out where I want it. Maybe about there. Oops. I didn't even clean that stamp off. Going from one green to another, wasn't all that concerned about it. So now we're going to do all 10 with pine needles, and it doesn't really show up. It's very light on this background anyway. All 10 of those are stamped. And like I said, it barely shows up, but I think it's gonna have a nice effect on the background. So I'm gonna do a second one in the pine needle. Move my stamp. And I think I want it up there. And I did not clean it off. If there's a little extra speckles, that's fine with me. So we're gonna do this again on all 10 panels. Oh, see, look at that. I like that. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Yes. Alrighty, so I have a little change of plan. At first, I was going to stamp the branch I'm going to hang the ornament from in Jet Black Archival. However, I have this green embossing tinsel in my stash, and it's from Ranger, and this might finish it off, but we're going to use this. I did test it to make sure it would show up on these backgrounds, and it does. So we're going to stamp the branch with Versamark and heat emboss with the green embossing tinsel, and I think it's going to be really pretty. So we'll do about like that. Use a little Versamark. And let's see how this looks. Oh yeah. All right. And you know what? I forgot to use anti-static powder on that. All 10 branches are sparkly. Woohoo. Now we're going to cut these down. And I'm thinking the third waffle flower die. Yes. Or do I want the second one? You know, I think we will do the second one because I'm also going to distress the edges. So I'm going to go cut all of these out and I'll see you in a few minutes. We have our 10 trimmed panels. Look how pretty. I'm going to distress the edges with this Tim Holtz Edge Distressor. Rough them up a little bit. All distressed. I was going to ink the edges, but I think I'm actually going to leave them white. I like the little bit of white poking out there. So my next step shall be to stamp these guys. Aren't they cute? My plan oh, this is a Hero Art set, by the way. I purchased it at Joann's last year at Christmas time. Have an ornament and then Merry Christmas sentiment over here. So I'm going to stamp and emboss these on some white heavy cardstock. These are scraps of Nina Solar White 110 pound, so that these are good and thick, since they're going to be ornaments. Oh, I should probably anti-static it first. There we go. And I'm going to cut these out by hand. We have 3 ornaments. I'm going to stamp all 3 at once with Versum Arc. No, with Jet Black Archival, I'm going to emboss them Ranger Black Sparkle. See how that turns out. Pick them up. And archival stays wet long enough to emboss it. That's our little rubbing thing so we get a good image. It's like my oval one needs a little more love in there at the top. Oh no, I messed that up. All right, let's see what we got. There we go. Some sparkle powder. Where did I put it? Right here. This is a Ranger powder. Powder it up. Ink it up. Stamp it out. All right, so we have 6 so far. Now in this set, there are little images you can put in the centers. It's got the to and from, Merry Christmas, Holiday Cheer, the reindeer, and these little florals, and a snowflake. I'm gonna do the reindeer in gold in the middle of these ornaments. So we'll get our little Versamark pad. We'll put a reindeer in the middle of each ornament. There we go. All right, time to start cutting. Look at this, 10 cute little ornaments. I want to color in the little topper with the gold gel pen. Okay, time to work on the sentiment. The ornament will go about here. And I think I want to use the Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas from this. So, and I actually cut this apart last year because of the way I wanted to use it. So if we do this, have yourself a merry little Christmas. All right, and it's actually relatively straight. So we're going to use Jet Black Archival, and I imagine stamping twice, since this is pretty textured watercolor paper. Let's see. Yep, let's do twice. Maybe thrice. Thrice it is. Okay, so this is what we're going to have. And then we'll add our ornament hanging down and probably a little bit of embellishment. I'm going to keep on stamping. So those turned out really well. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Now I'm going to take my pokey tool and poke a hole in each of the ornament hangers. Now I'm going to use a needle threader to put some of this gold thread through the hole. Get in there. So they're going to be able to hang. So let's see. How long do we want this? Right there. There, it's going to hang. Our ornaments are all strong. Look how cute. Cutie cute. So I'm going to pop dot them and then glue the tip of the string down with bear glue. So we're going to, so it's like it's hanging from that branch. There we go. And then a little dot of glue. And voila, hanging ornament on the branch. So those are turning out really cute. I add some embellishments. I'm thinking a few sequins and a heart. Whoops, come back. And then a few sequins here and there. And some Christmas colors. Kind of be like ornaments, more ornaments on the tree. 3, 4, 5. I think I need to get some more gold ones out. Oh. There we go. Should be some gold in there. All of our Christmas trees are embellished. I think those turned out very cute. Now, since this is watercolor paper, I'm going to use wet glue to put these on because sometimes the dry adhesives just don't hang on to it very well. So we're going to use some Bear Glue. We're going to use the Bear Glue to put this watercolor paper on. Just white A2 card bases. We'll have a nice little border. And that looks like that string didn't stay stuck down, so I'll take care of that. There, that should be fixed. Next. All the cards are put together. Final step, because you know me, no naked insides, is I'm going to stamp this little deer. just this little deer down in the corner with some Hero Arts dark green pine, called pine. Let's put a little deer down there. Perfect. Here we are, 10 cards for Scrapbook.com's Cards for Kindness. Mixed media kind of background, a little ornament. The stamps were Tim Holtz and Hero Arts. A little deer on the inside. I thought these turned out really cute. And pretty easy. It was pretty easy to mass produce. So I'm actually going to send my next card shipment off at the end of October, since I did some Christmas cards so that they have them in time for Christmas distribution. But anyway, you should definitely go check out Scrapbook.com and their Cards for Kindness initiative. It's really, it's a nice program, and you know, they distribute cards to other organizations and they send out cards themselves. So check it out. I'll have the links in the description. I hope you like these cards. I hope you liked the video, and remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. Bye-bye.